1 year ago this Sunday, Congressman Gabrielle Giffords was shot during a political rally in her home state of Arizona. 6 people were killed that day, including 9-year-old Christina Taylor Greene. This is her story.
Her young life was cut short on a day Americans will not soon forget.
We are following a developing story, and it comes to us out of Tucson, Arizona.
The victim of this shooting was just 9 years old.
Her life started on another dark day for America, September 11th, 2001.
Christina was an A student. She was a dancer. She was a gymnast. She was a swimmer. She showed an appreciation for life.
Christina Greene, now known as the Little Angel of Tucson, is a symbol of innocence in the midst of evil. Gunned down at an Arizona rally for Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. Now her mother recounts Christina's life and her daughter's dream for an America that embodied freedom, liberty, and opportunity. In her book, As Good as She Imagined, The Redeeming Story of the Angel of Tucson, Roxana Greene writes about the precious little girl who loved politics and loved her country even more.
Well, joining us now is the author of that book, Roxana Greene, As Good as She Imagined. And welcome to the 700 Club.
Thank you for having me.
I can't imagine losing a child. It just seems unimaginable. And then in the process of dealing with it, you're writing this book. Why?
Well, we just wanted to make sure America and the nation and the entire world knows how exceptional our child was. She was an amazing little girl. She was a really good Christian. She was an A student, and she did amazing things in the 9 years that she was on Earth. She did many things that people don't get accomplished in their whole lifetime.
Not too many make it on the Little League team.
No, they don't.
And she was the only girl that did it. I mean, one of the more touching parts of this book for me was looking through the pictures, and particularly the picture of her at her first communion. And she's just beaming. And you can just see the love coming out of her. When you first heard that she was gone, what happened with you? How did you start just dealing with that?
Well, the power of prayer. My family and friends, they all came around and gathered around us. We were overwhelmed by love and prayer, and we just all prayed really, really hard, and our faith got us through it, because it was a horrible time, probably the worst time of our lives. And we just thank God for helping us through it.
Have you come to any kind of understanding of the shooter, or how anybody could have 37 bullets in a gun? How could this have happened? Have you come to any kind of, Lord, I can forgive him, I can set him free?
I had to do that at the very beginning. I don't even think about him, and I don't waste any energy thinking about him. I just think that he was a very sick individual, mentally ill, and unfortunately he didn't have treatment, or people around him didn't see the red flags. So I had to forgive him for myself very, very much in the beginning, so I could go on and concentrate on positive things and be a good mom and wife to my family.
You had a very special thing happen to you in the middle of the night, and you've got a whole chapter in the book on it, and I just found it fascinating that your daughter would come visit you in a dream. Tell us about that.
Well, she usually comes to visit me about 3 o'clock in the morning, a little bit after 3 o'clock in the morning, and what I write about in the book is one particular time that she came to visit me and told me that she was very, very happy in heaven, and that she was with the angels and with God and with my mother, her grandma, and she didn't want me to cry anymore or be sad, just to be happy, because she was in a better place and that she was having a great time.
Did that help you through it?
Yes. We've always believed in heaven, but it was just like a confirmation. It was just seemed so real, and the bright light in her face. It just, you know, we know we're going to see her again. We believe in heaven. We're good Christians, but just to have that dream, or almost, I don't know what it was just so real. It was like she was there in the room with me.
What was her sort of dream, if you will, for America? I mean, the title is As Good as She Imagined. What was her dream?
Her dream was to be a doctor, a politician, to give back in some way or another, and she did that her entire life. She was a giver. She was always concerned about less fortunate people, especially children. So we're making her dreams come true through our foundation, the Christina Taylor Green Memorial Foundation. So we've always done that as a little family, but now we're doing a much larger scale and hope to take the foundation nationwide. So I'm going to try to make all her dreams come true as best I can.
Okay. What are the first projects for the foundation?
Well, so far we've built a brand new playground at her school, and we've given away $150,000 to various schools for school supplies and computers and smart boards and things like that. We've had clothing, food drives. We just had a big toy drive for Salvation Army for Christmas, and we've given away funds to help teachers with school supplies, and we've had backpack drives, various things like that.
What would you say to the people that lost loved ones that day, and maybe they haven't had some of the experiences you've had to help you get through it? What would you tell them?
I would just tell them to pray, to gather up your friends and family and pray hard and stick together, and that your faith will get you through it, because it certainly has helped us so much in our family.
Okay, all right. The book, As Good as She Imagined, it's available nationwide. You can find out more on the foundation by just going to cbn.com. We'll have a link over to the wonderful foundation, the work they're doing. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right.